everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today I want to talk to you about products that other beauty gurus here on YouTube have influenced me, suckered me in to purchasing. I'm not going to go in any particular order, and some of these products I do like. Some of them, hasn't worked for me and my skin type. So if I mention a product and you do like it, I apologize. This is just my opinion. So let's just go ahead and jump on into the video. The first thing that I want to start off with is the Stila Glitter Magnificent Metal Eyeshadows. These are the most pigmented, gorgeous glitter eyeshadows I have ever used. I do use a glitter glue with them, that way I don't have any kind of fallout. And the only thing that I'm going to say about them is once you set them, it's hard to blend out. So you want to try to get everything blended, your dark corner done before you go in to apply these, because once they're set, they're set. Because when you try to go back and blend over them, that's when the glitter particles and stuff will start going down your face. But I also want to say I have a couple, but the three I want to talk to today are the Rose Gold and the Diamond Dust and Gold Goddess. I've been playing around with these for a while, and I've learned that if you have these three, you can mix them and match them and come up with other shades within the Stila collection, like the Diamond Dust and the Gold Retro one. Make King Karma, and then this one mixed in with it make the Smoldering Satin or whatever it is. These two do. So if you've been wondering about these, and you want to try them, I would recommend getting these three and mix and match and play with them. And honestly, you can make the other colors within the collection. And one time we're talking about those, I also want to mention the Urban Decay Liquid Moon Dust. This was the big glitter eyeshadow that was big before the Stila ones come out. I like these, but they are nowhere near as pigmented as the Stila ones. And then next is the Ben Nye Banana Powder. Kim Kardashian's makeup artist, when he posted and showed photos of how flawless Kim's under eyes looked, that's when the sales went up in the market. I don't like this just because I am more fair skinned when I'm not self-tanned, and so this banana powder under my eyes looks awful. But if you do have a darker complexion, then like right now I probably could use this under my under eyes and it would brighten it, but when I'm the pale princess, this doesn't work. And then we'll talk about the cult favorite, the Laura Mercier powder. I don't like this powder. When I first got into YouTube and started hearing everybody raving about how good this was to set the under eyes, I purchased it, and this doesn't work for me. It makes my under eyes so dry and crepey looking. But now I have used it to dust a fine coating on the rest of my face, like just to set my foundation, and it does good that way. But to set my under eyes, no. And then the RCMA No Color Translucent Powder. I love this powder, and it's cheap. I paid like $10 for this bottle. The only thing I don't like about it is the container it's in. It puts me in mind of like the spices we cook with. So what I do is I got an old powder compact and just poured some of this over in it. That way it was easier when I went to go use it. And then we have the Max Fix Plus. I love this. This isn't a setting spray, and that's where a lot of people misuse this product. This is just to not to extend the wear of your makeup. It's just maybe if you have a powdery look on your face from the powder products you've applied, then you can spray this on your face and it will make those products melt into the skin. The Milani Make It Mist setting spray is another thing I have been suckered into purchase. To me, this is just like the Mac Fix Plus. As you can see, I've used quite a bit of it. This is wonderful also. And then we have the Mario Pedescu facial spray with aloe, cucumber, and green tea. I I love this. This hasn't been out long. They do have one out that's made with rose. It's the pink one. And now that's been out for a while, and I love the smell of that one. But this smell takes me back to like Bath and Body Works, you know, cucumber melon. That's what this makes me smell of. I love this. And the Benefit the Professional by Benefit, if you guys have big pores and you've not been able to, you know, fill them in, you don't know what primer to use, this is a wonderful primer. I just fill my pores in, and when I apply my foundation, I have a smooth, flawless base. And then the Nivea Men Post Shave Balm. Nikki Tutorials has made this famous. I mean, that's where it came from. If I'm not mistaken, she was like maybe on a trip with her boyfriend and forgot her face primer and used this, his shave balm, and realized that it does leave, you know, it does make your face sticky and tacky and great for your foundation to, you know, stick to. And I do like this. It does smell like a man, but once you apply it on your face and it sinks in, you can't smell it at all. Then the Urban Decay All Nighter Foundation. This is a full coverage foundation, but I've learned with this foundation, it isn't thick, and if you apply too much of it, it will get cakey, and it gets cakey fast. The only thing that I don't like about it is it does oxidize. So if you've been thinking about purchasing it, just remember it does oxidize. Like I have shade 1.0 in my regular Naked Skin foundation. I have shade 2.5. So I went 3 shades lighter in this, and it matches me perfect. That's how much it oxidizes. And then the IT Cosmetic CC Plus Cream. I do like this CC cream, but I heard so much rave about how it was full coverage, and on me this isn't full coverage. But you guys have to look, you know, what I think is full coverage might not be what you think is full coverage. You might have more to cover on your face, or, you know, like me, I have freckles. So when I say a foundation is full coverage, then when I apply it, I don't see any freckles coming through. It is full coverage. This is more like a medium coverage on me. It is good for your skin, and I do like it, but it's not full coverage. And then the Beauty Blender. I'm suckered into it. I do like this, but L'Oreal has a great sponge out now, and so does Real Techniques, Eco Tools. There's so many at the drugstore that's so much cheaper. Don't pay 20 bucks for this. Go to the drugstore and get you a good one. MAC Paint Pot and Painterly. I love this. This is one of my favorite eyeshadow primers, and I just brush it on. It's actually like an eyeshadow, a cream eyeshadow, but a lot of us use it as an eyeshadow primer base, and it is wonderful. Love it. Then we have the Hoola bronzers. The regular Hoola and the Hoola Light. Hoola Light hasn't been out very long, and when I'm pale, this is the perfect bronzer for my skin type. I mean, it, you know, you would think to look at it that it, like when I first got it, I thought it was going to be way too light, but then once I actually put it on, it was perfect. And then the regular Hoola, I use this when I'm self-tanned, and it's perfect. It really gives you that sun-kissed glow. The only thing that I'll say about the Hoola is if you don't use the right brush, or you go in with a heavy hand, then it's going to look muddy on your face. And then the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This is one of the best bronzers I have ever found at the drugstore. So if you guys don't have a bronzer, or you've really been trying to find one that would not be orange or maybe too muddy, this is perfect. This is one of those bronzers that you can actually build up. I have the shade Light, but they also make one in just regular bronzer. This is perfect, guys. The formula is smooth. It smells like coconut. I love this. And then Mary Lou. This is one of my all-time favorite highlighters. Whether I just want a simple look or a dramatic look, I can get that with this highlighter. It is gorgeous. I'll show you guys a swatch. every makeup collector, you know, hoarder needs this in their collection. It's gorgeous. And it matches, I would say it's perfect on a lot of different skin tones. You know, there's not one in particular. I would say it's gorgeous on several. Then we have the Milani Blush in Luminoso. This is my go-to blush when I don't know what kind of eye look I'm going to create that day, because I do normally do my face before I do my eyes. I reach for this blush. But I have heard a lot of YouTubers or people that has purchased it like within the last couple months say that the formula is different. I've had mine for a while, probably a year. Mine is more like a coral peach. I've heard others say that it's like more of a pink color. To me, this reminds me of NARS Orgasm. It just doesn't have the luminosity, the sparkle that, you know, the NARS blush gives you, but this is a beautiful blush. And then I want to talk about these two eye brushes. When I really decided that I wanted to get better with my eyeshadows, start trying, you know, doing tutorials and things like that, you know, we're talking years ago, 3-4 years ago, these were everybody's cult favorite brush. You know, in your collection you had to own the Sigma E40 and the Sigma E25. If you guys had these two brushes, you know, you could create any eye look. I still say that, but there are so many other good brushes now out on the market. You know, Morphe makes good brushes. Wet n Wild has a wonderful blending brush. But the E40 is a big fluffy one, and it's perfect to do your crease color and blend it out. I love this brush. And the E25, because it's more tapered, you know, at the end, it fits perfect right in my, you know, the outer corner in my crease where I do have hooded eyes. It fits right down in there, and I can blend my eyeshadow out perfectly. If you guys haven't tried them, you've been wondering, you know, about them, I would definitely recommend those. And now let's talk about some eyeshadow palettes. Too Faced Sweet Peach. I got this the first time that it released, and I don't enjoy this palette. Not that I don't enjoy it, it's just like repeats. It's the same old stuff. I do have the regular chocolate bar and the sweet chocolate bar. So when this one came out, I was looking for something different, and because I own those two, there's so many of the shades in here that, you know, I have in those other two palettes. So here's the palette, though, if you guys have been looking. Like in the chocolate bar and the semi-sweet, these browns and stuff are in there, but these lighter shades is what makes this palette unique. But I think it's way overhyped. But now, this eyeshadow palette, I would absolutely recommend. This is worth every penny. This is one of the best blending eyeshadows I have ever used. And as you can see, mine is very well loved. I was one of those people that when I literally hit pan, I've hit pan in 3 colors now. It was depressing. I mean, like, I put it to the back of my collection because I was reaching for it every day. But then my cousin Kim sent me one a little while back, so now I'm constantly going back reaching for this one because I know when I use it up, I have a backup. But if you guys have not tried the Modern Renaissance by Anastasia, I would absolutely recommend this palette. It's beautiful. My only complaint is its velvet case. As you can see, mine is dirty. It's just that it does get dirty easily, but that is my only complaint. And it does kick up a little bit of powder, so make sure you tap your brush off before you go in. The Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. This is, I love a good warm brown smoky eye, and when I want to achieve that look, I reach for this palette. It is a all matte eyeshadow palette, but the black in this palette is one of the most darkest blacks I've ever used, ever. So I would recommend this if you guys like mattes, because you can always pull in, you know, a shimmer to do your eyelid or your brow bone. Then we have the Morphe brushes, the JH palette. I hope I can get it open. I purchased this palette because of Jaclyn Hill. I do like this palette. You can't get your hands on this palette anymore. But those of you that got your hands on it, you know how good this palette is. We have the browns, the burgundies. She gives you the purple, the pops of color, shimmery. Overall, I love this eyeshadow palette. When I travel back home to Kentucky, most of the time, that's the only eyeshadow palette that I take along. And then the Masquerade palette by Juvia's Place. This palette, I have 3 of them, has really it has taught me how to step out of my comfort zone. When I reach and grab for this palette, I know that I'm going to get a beautiful pop of color somewheres in my eyes. And that is the eyeshadow that I'm wearing today. I have this on my eyelid, and I have these 2 blended in the crease, and this as my brow bone and inner corner highlight. I love this palette, guys. The formula is buttery, it's smooth. Let me give you guys some swatches so you guys can see. And now these I'm just, one time and doing it. I have never saw a eyeshadow in this formula be this pigmented. I mean, it blows my mind. And the eyeshadow pans, they are very big in size. Look at those swatches. I mean, they're gorgeous. So if you guys haven't tried any of the Juvia's, and they have a couple, let me show you this one. This was one of my favorites because like I said, I am a brown. This one has all browns in it. It's got your mattes, and then it's got your shimmers. I love Juvia's Place palettes. So if you guys haven't tried them, look them up. You won't regret it. Beautiful, beautiful eyeshadows. And then lastly, I have the Glow Kit by Anastasia. This one is that glow, and I have the Sun Dipped one, but this one is my favorite. I love these highlighting palettes. They're gorgeous. I use these 3. This one is more, it doesn't fit my type, my skin tone, but these 3 are gorgeous. I normally just go in and, mix, and match. I'm not particular about it because they're all beautiful. I'm going to try to get you guys some swatches. This is them right here, those 3 that I showed you. I mean, very pigmented, butter, smooth. You want that highlight that, you walk out the door and it's just like bling. The Glow Kits will give it to you. I love them. So that's it, guys. Oh, I have one more product I want to talk to you guys about. These are the Kathleen Lights Spring Collection fingernail polishes. I love these. That's expensive. This one's the only limited edition that she has in her collection right now. This is the most gorgeous glitter fingernail polish you will ever come across in your life with just one coat. I do have it. That's what I have. That's one coat of this. Beautiful. But this is the Spring Collection, and I love them. I'm missing one. Oh, there it is. I love these colors. They are gorgeous. And the only thing that I have found that are different with these than her summer collection is these 3 right here. You can't just do the normal one coat on them and be done. You do have to apply 2 coats before, they're thick enough to, cover. To give you the coverage you want, I guess is what I should say. But the rest of them, this one right here, and that's what she said. This is the most gorgeous rose gold nail polish I have ever seen in my life. You guys can only order these online. For those of you guys that don't know, Kathleen Lights is a YouTuber, and KO Polish is a nail polish brand that she's came out with. And if you just go to kopolish.com, it'll take you onto her website. These nail polishes are bomb.com. They're beautiful. So that's it, guys. That's all of the products that YouTube has made me purchase. That's all that I wanted to fit into this video. YouTube has made me purchase a lot more products. So if you guys would like to see maybe a part 2 of this, give my video a thumbs up. or let me know down in the comments that you guys would like to see a part 2, and I'll record a part 2 for you guys, and let you see more of the products that YouTubers have made me purchase. But that's going to sum up this video. If you guys are new and you're just stopping by, please subscribe to our channel so you can become part of our YouTube family. But I love you guys. Bye.